One for cars and two for motorcycles.
So guys, hello and welcome everyone back to Not My Car. Shock. But seriously guys, welcome everyone back to another video. Now guys, in today's video what we're going to be doing is kind of another update video. Hopefully the last update video I'll have to do of my BMW 1 Series, because yes, as you can imagine, I'm not in it now, so I've still not got it. But yeah, once again, what I've done is I've wrote loads of like notes and stuff on my notepad down here. So obviously I'll keep looking down there and make sure I give you the right information. But I'm going to be giving you all the information and figures and stuff like that of how much I've had to pay so far and kind of where the car is at the moment. Because it's kind of all changed. It's all kind of changed. I didn't think we were going this route, should I say. But if you do, go ahead and enjoy this video. Make sure you leave a like, rating, comment and subscribe, because I'd love to hear your feedback. Honestly, the amount of like positivity and just how nice people were in the last one, I do really appreciate that, and it just really helps the channel, really helps me kind of want to do more content and stuff like that. Obviously I love doing it, but just seeing people love it as well just really makes me happy. So yeah, make sure you leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it. So before we get into this video, I just want to give a massive shout out to BOTB, the Dream Car Competition Company, for supporting this video. Once again, these guys are absolutely awesome, and it's really cool to be supported by a company who I've actually used in the past. Now, in my last video, I had a few people comment on my video saying, how can we support your channel? How can we donate and all that kind of stuff? Now, I really do not want you to give me money or anything like that, but what I would like you to do is go ahead and check out BOTB, because obviously they're helping me out, so I want you guys to help out them, because obviously they're supporting me and kind of helping fund the channel. So if you guys could go check them out, that'd be awesome. But if you don't know who they are, BOTB is the Dream Car Competition Company that give away 2 cars every week in the midweek and Dream Car competitions. Now on top of that, they also give away £50,000 worth of cash, which is just absolutely mental. Like, imagine if you had your dream car and 50 grand, you'd literally be set up for life. It'd be so good. Now tickets start from just £1.50 to £5. They've got 21 different models or variants of BMWs, including the new M3 and new M4. Now personally, as I said in the last video that they sponsored, if I were to go ahead and do this competition, which I actually have before, I've done a fair few tickets from them, and I've always entered in the M2 competitions, because I would love an M2 competition. That car is incredible. One of my mates actually has one, but yeah, that car is seriously nice. So they've been around for 20 years and given away £35 million worth of prizes, and just think, next week could be your chance to win. But I must just mention that you have to be 17 or over to enter, but other than that, good luck. I'll leave all links and stuff in the description, and also my pinned comment. So in the last video we kind of ended off, I'm pretty sure we ended it where my cylinder head was getting sent off, and I still didn't hear back from that. Now I've actually heard back from that. Yeah, they came back with some information about 2 or 3 days after I posted that video, and they've said that the cylinder head is sorted. So I was like, oh, that's good. Like, there's positivity, you know, it's somewhere. We're going in the right direction, I thought. But yeah, they said that the cylinder head is now been re-skimmed. I think they said it was like re-skimmed, so it is now holding compression. It was away for quite a few days with like an external company to BMW. They said it's come back and it is holding compression, so that is good. So BMW have said it's holding compression, and technically it should be able to go on the car as it is, but there is a but. But they said that they could put it back together, but there might be the risk that the pistons are broken, because they did do a test on them towards the start, really, of when they had the car. They took it all apart and they put some oil around the top, and apparently some of the oil did leak down through overnight, which means there's obviously something wrong with the piston, because obviously it's not sealing properly. But they said that can happen anyway, so we can either put the new head back on your engine, put it all back together and start it and hope for the best, and it might just work, or I may have to go and dive down even deeper into the engine, down by the pistons and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, but how much would that cost? And they said £900. So bear in mind, we're already at like the £3 grand mark at this point, so it was going to be £900 on top of that, so we're talking about £4 grand really. So I was really stuck, because obviously at this point I'm like, do I pay the £900 to make sure that the piston's okay, and then we know that the car will be absolutely fine, but then it's kind of a waste of £900 because all they did was check it. I think it's quite a lot just to go down and check the pistons. Like, surely they're halfway there anyway. But anyway, that's BMW for you. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck, as I said, I'm kind of stuck in a predicament at this point. Do I pay the £900 to then find out it's all okay and waste the money, or do I just put the head back on, or get them to put the head back on, start it up and hope for the best? The only problem with that is that they could put the head back on, it could literally just blow up again and essentially go back to square one. So I was really stuck at this point because I'm like, I just want to get the car fixed. Surely, from an expertise side of things, surely they're mechanics, they should know what they should do. But they said they can't advise me what to do, which I thought was very weird. So yeah, I left it sort of a day or so to work out what I wanted to do, because I was like, surely there's a better way around than doing what they're doing. Like, surely they should know what's best. But anyway, that's that. However, the next day I got an email from BMW to say that they've checked the pistons anyway. Now, I don't know if they've technically charged me for this or they've not, but they said they checked the pistons anyway and they found this. So as you can see there, yeah, the piston is really not in a good shape. It's actually some of the metals like cracked and come off. So that is obviously why the oil leaked down through and it's not sealing. Now, it's a bit weird how they wanted to, they didn't know if to check it or not, but they went ahead and checked it anyway. They obviously knew that they should have checked it, so they checked it anyway, and it can't be that big of a job because they checked it and they knew by the next day. But anyway, that's that. So they've sent me this picture of my piston that looks like that. So obviously there's metal shards in there, and they've kind of, apparently there's metal all around like where the piston is and stuff like that, which means they said that it's gone in the oil filters and stuff like that. So basically the whole thing's got to get flushed out, new filters, new oil, new piston, stuff like that. And obviously they also think the injectors are at fault as well, but they're not 100% sure. So to get a new piston, to get obviously the whole new service, the oil, all the injectors, put it all back together, you're talking serious cash, like serious money. So I was really stuck on what to do. So yeah, at this point, it's just getting like it's just getting mental. Like, it's just, every time I call them, I'm getting worse news, and I'm also, the price is going up loads, and it's just ridiculous. Like, I just can't understand how it's taken them so long to work out what the issue is. But they did say on the phone it is a very weird issue, and it's one of a kind, but I don't know if they're just saying that, I don't know, but it is taking a long time. So yeah, it's just, every time I call them, it's just getting more expensive, basically. So at this point, I said to them, just, can you leave it with me? I'll work out what I want to do. So I did a bit of research, spoke to a few garages and spoke to a few people, and it turns out that it would probably at this point make sense. I mean, I joked about it in the last video, but it probably would make sense to get a new engine, because a second-hand engine for my engine, which is a B38, awful engine, but anyway, the B38, and it is, you're talking between £1,000 to £1,500. So realistically, and that's for a second-hand engine with fairly low mileage, so realistically that isn't too bad. The only problem is, I've obviously taken it to BMW and I owe them for what they've done. So even if I bring the car away not fixed, I've still got to pay them for what they've done. So I'm not ruling out the fact of you can fix it and rebuild the engine, but I'm kind of giving myself more options to kind of work out what the best thing is to do. So I called them up and said, how much would it cost me to take my car as it is with what you've done? I'll tow it away, I'll get a van, I'll get a truck, whatever it is, I'll take the car away, just don't fix it, don't touch it again, essentially. Now, how much would it cost me? And they said £1,020. So I instantly, as you can tell on this video here, I literally said, yeah, that's fine, let's do it. Yeah, I'll do that, if that's all right. Because I worked out that if I pay £1,000 to get my car taken away, bear in mind, it's not a waste of money because I still had to get the diagnostics to know that I have to get a new engine. But I worked out that probably a new engine is going to be cheaper, because you can find them online for about £1,200 to £1,500, something like that. And I've paid £1,000 to BMW. So you're looking at this point, you're looking at about £2,200. Now, to fit an engine, I've been looking at about £300 to £400, so I'm looking at about £2,700 maximum, right? Which is cheaper than, you're talking, I reckon it probably, by the time BMW would have finished it with all the new injectors, the service, stuff like that, I reckon it would be just shy of £5,000. So to be at 2,700, it's much cheaper. I actually called a recovery truck and worked out how much would it cost to take my car, and that was £142 to take my car. So I did that, and I actually did it on the same day. That honestly, the Tonkins recovery in Roach, which is near where I live, they are so good. Like, literally, I called them up and they were literally so nice on the phone. They came down within 2 hours to the exact location I wanted to take to the garage of my choice. So this leads me to another problem. My car is currently in this state, right? So it hasn't got the engine in it. It's not got an exhaust. It's not got a gearbox. It's got none of the plastics and stuff like that. So BMW said, like, where do you want us to put that? And I said, can you put it all in the boot? Put the seats down, put it in the boot. In the end, they couldn't fit all of it in the boot. So they had to put all of the plastics in the boot, and like with the seats down, all the plastics went in there. And the engine, what have I got here? So the exhaust, heat shields, prop shaft, engine and gearbox, and a few heavy boxes were left. So I also had to kind of pay for a man with a van to come down a second day. So essentially I went down and collected my car with the Tompkins recovery truck, so that went, and then I went down a second day about 3 days later to collect all the rest of the stuff. So I'll put some images and videos and stuff like that over the top. But yeah, BMW weren't happy about me leaving like the rest of my stuff, but when I came down with the recovery truck, they were like, oh, are you going to be able to take all the other stuff? I said no, it's going to have to be like a couple of days time, and they really weren't that happy because they said that some people just leave the stuff there. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need my gearbox. So yeah, anyway, I ended up going down a few days later with a man with a van. We took everything else away. So with the car, it literally just had basically the shell and all the plastics from like the engine and stuff like that in the boot. I mean, the boot was literally full of plastics. I didn't realize how many plastics it was. Obviously the under trays and all that was in there. And then we went down the second day to get the exhaust, the whole exhaust, may I add, all the heat shields, the prop shaft and the gearbox and all the heavy boxes. So yeah, it was pretty mental, but as I said, there'll be some videos at the top of what is going on or what happened. So yeah, this is pretty much, like, this video obviously is a lot shorter than the other one, but this is pretty much where I'm at the moment. So the car is now at a garage of my choice to get kind of a new engine, and my car is getting a whole new engine, second-hand engine, because it has worked out to be a lot cheaper. So yeah, that's literally where I am, and they said it's probably gonna be about a week and a half from when I gave them the car. So yeah, it's gonna be about a week and a half from when I gave them the car, and I gave them the car on what date is today? So yeah, Monday. So they've currently had it for 1 week, so I'd like to think I'd have it before Christmas, but I'm not too sure. I've not had any updates, but at this point I've waited 2 months. I'm sure I can wait a little bit longer. But anyway, it's gonna be a Christmas present to me, I suppose. A car back, brilliant. But yeah, that's pretty much where we are at the moment. I mean, but I put on my notes down here that it'd be new car, new year. So obviously later down the line in the year, at some point I will get a new car. Obviously I want to get the M140i, but I could get a 240i, I'm not too sure. But guess what I'm doing literally tomorrow? In fact, I'm actually doing a video with one of my mates called Wes, and he's got an M135i stage 1, it's like 400 brakes, stuff like that, and we're going to be doing a video. We're going to put the GoPros in the car. We're going to do a really cool video, because I've never been in a 235i before. I've only ever been in a 140i, never been in a 135i, never been in a 240i, I've never been in a 135i, I've only ever been in a 140. So it'd be nice to experience like the 2 Series coupe version of technically of an M Light. So yeah, that will kind of maybe determine whether or not I get a 2 Series or a 1 Series, I don't know. But yeah, over the sort of past few weeks, I've been recording all the calls that BMW have kind of said to me, just in case they like manipulate me or anything like that, or they change their mind, I don't know. I just thought recording it for my own personal security and stuff like that, and also for YouTube content, because yeah, I just thought it'd be good. It'll kind of bulk up this video. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that is everything. Now, this video is a lot shorter than the other one, I know that. Well, it's currently at 15 minutes, so maybe it isn't, I don't know. But yeah, that is where I'm at the moment. Hopefully I've not forgot anything. If I have, I'll leave some comment in the description down below, or sorry, in the comment section down below. Last time I didn't forget anything, so hopefully I don't this time. But yeah, that's where my car is at the moment. Hopefully it's a matter of days at this point until I get my car back, but I'm super excited, and I'm gonna do a video as soon as I get the car back. We'll go for a nice drive and proper just have a nice spin out. And I've literally, I've drove down, actually, in fact, I have driven a car recently, and that was Dad's car, and honestly, this 320d, for only 184 brake horsepower automatic, it actually pulls quite nicely, because obviously it's diesel, it's quite torquey. It does move quite nicely. I do really like it. But anyway, now I'm literally just rambling, but I think that is pretty much it. Let me just double check. yeah, that is pretty much it. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, rating, comment and subscribe, because I love to hear your feedback. Make sure you have a good Christmas as well, because that is literally days away, but I will be live streaming on Christmas Eve for a little bit, so make sure you tune into that. I shall catch you guys very shortly on a brand new video, and also thank you to BOTB for supporting this video once again. But I shall see you guys very soon.